Welcome lads, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate breakdown guide for the Rainy Death Custom Zombies Easter egg. This video is in chapters, so if you want specifics, just skip to those parts. We're going to be talking about the setup, the wonder weapons, including the Rat King that you see on screen right now, and of course the main Easter egg quest, so let's get it. To start the Rainy Death Black Ops 3 Easter egg, you must first turn on the power, grab the key from the locker on the same floor, and then use it to open the blue door found near spawn. This is also the way to reunite yourself with Juggernog at last. Head into the water refinery and interact with this terminal to reroute the power to the floodgate. What you'll then be able to do is head outside to the twin bridges and lower this barrier for 1500 points. This will lead you down into the underground where you can find Pack-a-Punch, but more importantly, a part to the right side of it that you need to grab it and place on this orange box found in the test environment. Immediately after, interact with the terminals just found to the right of it and you'll have a small cutscene. After doing so, a hatch will open, you can open it and grab the item from within it. You'll find that this is the Ghost AI from Destiny. Now from this point, we need to solve some puzzles to turn on the 4 necessary terminals. We have red, green, yellow, and blue. These can be done in any order you see fit, but let's start with the green one. So once per round, a green glowing circle will appear around the map, and what you need to do is stand within this circle without leaving it and find 5 targets to shoot. These 5 targets spawn one by one, and there are actually a total of 5 of these circles to do. So basically, the first location is always at the twin bridges, and as you can see, I'm shooting these 5 targets. Once I've shot the 5th one, I can leave the circle and that's all done. I'd wait until the next round and then do the second green circle. And like I said, there are 5 green circles, so this will take 5 rounds to do, and each of these green circles have 5 targets to shoot within them. The second green circle is found in the water refinery. The third green circle is found in the alleyway literally just outside from where we spawned. And the 4th green circle is found right next to PhD in the police station. Finally, the 5th and final green circle you'll need is found on a platform within the yard. After completing this 5th and final one, your ghost will pop up to let you know that the green terminal is now live. So remember, whilst this green terminal does require to do things once per round, whilst you are waiting for the round to flip over, you can go ahead and do these other terminals, which is what I'm going to get into now. Let's talk about the red terminal. This simply involves finding 3 fuses and returning them to the module found in the power room. Fuse number 1 can just be found by killing one of the special boss zombies. It's typically the second one that spawns, and it's always the large one. Once you've collected the fuse, simply put it into the module found in that power station. Next, head into the underground sewers and look to the right of this wall to find this red plant. All you need to do is shoot it with a Pack-a-Punch weapon and it will spit the second fuse out at you. Take that fuse and put it also into the power station. Now for the third and final fuse, you need to open a trader menu pod and buy hydraulic tasers. These cost 50 of the DOSH currencies found above your points. You'll also need to buy yourself a shield, and what you'll need to do is come down into the police station and into the garage. You'll find this wooden blockade blocking this red aura, and what you need to do is melee it with your shield. Once you've done that, bring out your tasers, which is bound to the same as your specialist. Once you've got them out, all you want to do is press the melee button and you'll do an electrical explosion that will charge the fuse. You can take it and then bring it back up to the power station. Upon doing this, your ghost will come up and let you know that the red terminal is now live. So that's 2 of the 4 down. Now for the last 2 terminals that we're going to be talking about, I highly recommend grabbing the super overpowered arc wonder weapon, which is found at that trader pod for 100 DOSH. The weapon is called the MurderVolt, and it can be Pack-a-Punched at the Pack-a-Punch machine just like any other weapon. And once it is Pack-a-Punched, even without, to be honest, it is stupidly overpowered and will definitely help you throughout this Easter egg, which is very difficult from this point onwards. Alright, so let's talk about the blue terminal. Inside the test environment, you'll see a panel with a blue light on it. All you want to do is interact with that and an orb will spawn. This blue orb will go very slowly around the map, but it will eventually stop and cause a blue circle to spawn. What you'll need to do is kill zombies in this circle. To clarify, the player doesn't need to be in the circle, but the zombies who die do. Any zombie that dies within this circle will have the souls fed into the orb, and then it will move on to the next location. There are 4 in total. The first location is always just outside to the main road. The second location seems to always be the water refinery. The third location seems to always be the top floor of the police station. And the 4th and final location seems to be just against the tomahawk wall in the sewers. Once you've done your 4th circle, the orb will head back up to the test environment, and then you can interact with that blue panel again and you'll have completed this step. Your ghost will come up and let you know that the blue terminal is now live. Now onto the yellow terminal. Around the map you'll find 3 pods. All you need to do is interact with these pods and defend them from spawning zombies. Once complete, the pod will go online and it will shut off. You just need to do this for each of the 3 found around the map, but you can only do 1 per round. Also, if you let one get destroyed, you have to wait until the next round to try it again. The first location is in the water refinery. The second location is found within this garage just near the twin bridges, and the third location is in the police station garage. From there, your ghost will say that the yellow terminal is active and you have now activated all of the terminals at this point. Remember, you can do these in any order. So from here, head back into the test environment and interact with the multicolored terminals. You'll then have a small cutscene, and then the AI will expose a chip that you need to go ahead and take into the underground sewers and place in the machine right to the right of Pack-a-Punch. Wait for a small while and this chip will become available for you to pick up yet again, and all you need to do is take it and bring it back up to the test environment and back where you found it. From here, another interaction will play between you and the AI. You'll get a notification to let you know that the perk limit has now been removed and you can buy as many perks as you need, because the next step is the boss fight. Now, like I said at the start, this video is sectioned into chapters, so if you want to skip this part, that is fine, but what I'm going to go through now is one of my signature 60-second guides on how to get the Rat King, because everyone's been asking me how to do this, so I figured I'll break it down quickly for you. Make sure you're subscribed though, because I will be adding more 60-second guides for the other wonder weapons found within this map. But as for the Rat King, let's get it. To get the Rat King in Rainy Death, you must first find and shoot 10 smoking rocks with the corresponding AAT signaled by the color of the smoke coming from them. There are 5 AATs in this map and 2 rocks for each of them. Rock 1 is found on the shelf in the firing range. Rock 2 is found on the floor in front of PhD. Rock 3 is found on the main road just outside of the power station. Rock 4 is found here in the test site exterior. Rock 5 is found in the police station garage. 6 is found in between the power station and the twin bridges. 7 is found in the garage by the toolbox. 8 is found near the mystery box location in the water refinery. 9 is found underneath the Winchester wall by in the underpass. And 10 is found in the cafe juggernog room. Lift a curse on the web door on the top floor of the police station. And 3 soul orbs will spawn around the map that require different things. One of which requiring 5k points, which is found in the powerhouse. 1 requires you to donate your weapons, which is found in the firing range. And 1 is found in the police station, which requires you to pass 5 rounds. Head back to the web door and a person will come out with a portal spawning that you must go through. Survive this sequence by feeding souls into the rat skull. Eventually you'll spawn out, you'll be congratulated, and a destiny loot chest will spawn. Inside you'll find the Rat King, which can be upgraded at the Pack-a-Punch. The cool thing about this weapon is that kills with it will charge it and activate a zombie blood periodically. And that's your 60-second guide. Cheers. So once you've done all of the interactions with the AI found in the test environment, head to the spawn and interact with the flare found on the barrel. The tyrant boss will now spawn. At this point, I'm going to explain how to conquer this boss fight. So there are multiple attacks that this boss has. In the first stages, he can drop mines that explode, as well as homing missiles and all of that kind of typical stuff. This first phase really isn't that hard, but basically when the electrical field charges the ground floor of this area, what you'll need to do is head up onto the platform found in the yard where the green circle was and annihilate him with bullets. This is the only time you can damage him. The boss is staged, so you can only do 1/4 at a time. Thankfully, no zombies will spawn in this boss fight whatsoever, and there is actually another brilliant feature where if you die at any point, you can just hit retry and it will actually take you straight to this boss fight. Which means that if you die from this point on, you actually don't have to stress, you don't have to do this whole Easter egg all over again. Once you're in the boss fight, you can consider it actually as a save point, which is a brilliant feature. But that doesn't stop this boss fight getting harder. As you progress and as you lower his health, you'll find that he's now able to section the map into 2 sections. The only way to get past it, by the way, is to run underneath him to the left of the staircase. He'll also be able to drop spider bombs, which are incredibly powerful. Even if you have PhD, they can completely ruin your run, so look out for those. And once you get him down to half health or below, he can actually drop a nuke, which basically involves a countdown, and in the last 10 seconds, a purple orb of safety will spawn that you'll need to run into. If you fail to run into it, you will get insta-killed. My advice is just to keep your distance from those spider bot bombs, as they are absolutely lethal. Stay on your toes, stay focused, and every time that electrical field happens, just run up to that platform and do as much damage as you possibly can. You'll then notice something. Once you finally brought him to the lower end of his health and you finally conquer this boss fight, you'll realize that you haven't conquered this boss fight, because there is a stage 2. Now in stage 2, unlike stage 1, you can actually do damage to him consistently regardless of his position. So there's no more electrical field charge, but what there is every other attack that he has. So what you want to do as quickly as possible is just focus on completely decimating him with bullets and shells and whatever you've got to hand. Drag his health all the way down to the bottom, and once you've done this, you have conquered this boss fight, and thus you have conquered Rainy Death by Hitman Veer, and this is an incredible map, and you can then enjoy the cutscene. But that is the main Easter egg guide, lads, ladies and gentlemen. This Easter egg I just couldn't compress into 60 seconds, but I'll try and do those kind of guides for the other things. So like I said, make sure you're subscribed, because I will be doing more guides for the other weapons that I found within this map that I haven't mentioned in this video. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank Hitman Veer for an absolutely incredible map, definitely the best Call of Duty Custom Zombies map available right now. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.